Hey everyone, book review time. Still working my way through the 6th and 7th books of the dual read for Throne of Glass, and I still got two more books that I previously read that I gotta give reviews to you guys for. So next up in that is The Assassin's Blade. I know a lot of people read this book first because technically in the timeline it takes place first. I read it in the publication order. I read it fourth, after Heir of Fire, before Queen of Shadows. And for me, I think that was absolutely the right place to read it. If you don't know, this one's set up a little differently. It's a series of short vignettes that happened the year or so, or 2 years before we meet Celaena and Throne of Glass. And we get to meet some other characters, and we kind of bounce around the world a little bit, a lot more than we see in the others. But I don't know that I would have been nearly as hooked into the character if I had read this book first instead of Throne of Glass. I think this is a great. You need to read this book, and I think it's a good addition. But I don't know that I would have been hooked nearly as well meeting her at this time in her life versus when we meet her in Throne of Glass. There are some great characters in here. It's definitely sets up a ton of stuff that you need to read it before you read book 5 for sure. I would put it on a similar level in the end as Throne of Glass, which was what I think I said, like a 3.75, and still enjoyed it. Iron was a great character. Irin, however you pronounce her name, really enjoyed the assassins of the desert and all of those things. But really, it's about setting up her relationship, obviously with Sam that we find out about, but also her relationship with Arobynn that finally comes to a head in book 5. You really need this background when you go into book 5. So definitely a must read, but I still think I would read it after Heir of Fire and before Queen of Shadows for me. So if you're into this series, I think Throne of Glass is the place to start. Not here, but I do think this is definitely worth your time and worth the read.